Tuwharetoa, Raukawa and Te Arawa River Iwi Waikato River Bill, committee stage.
The House is in committee for the Ngati Tuwharetoa, Raukawa and Te Arawa River Iwi Waikato River Bill.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Chairman.
Come back. A point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I seek leave of the House for the committee stage to be taken as one question.
Leave is sought for that purpose. Is there anyone opposed to that course of action? Appears not. Leave is granted. So the question is that clauses 1 and 2, parts 1 to 3 and schedules 1 to 5 stand part. Someone seeking the call? Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Mr. Speaker, now that we're in the committee stages of the bill, I really want to draw the attention of the House to a point I raised in the second reading that wasn't addressed by the Māori Affairs Select Committee, and that is in relation to the Upper Waipa catchment. Now, as was stated by the Select Committee, they received a submission from Maniapoto to determine the boundary of Raukawa's interests in the Upper Waipa catchment. Rightly so, the committee said no, that is a matter more for Raukawa and Maniapoto to determine. The difficulty or the issue that I foresaw and raised with the House is that while there are very strong whakapapa links between Raukawa and Maniapoto, as it applies to the Upper Waipa catchment, the current day manifestation of those whakapapa links don't show itself in a practical sense in terms of the management of the Waipa River. So it's my strong contention that we will probably revisit this particular matter with a view in mind of possibly amending it. If I can draw the attention of the House to clause 43 to 2A2, Roman numerals 2, that is specifically the part of the bill that I foreshadow. Sometime in the future I would intend to bring an amendment to the House to actually clarify the nature of intention, of scope of Raukawa's interest in the Upper Waipa catchment. And I say this with a level of confidence because, in effect, this settlement takes precedence over a settlement that is yet to be determined with Maniapoto. And substantially the issues raised in the Maniapoto settlement will be about the Waipa River. So you've got a situation where while Waikato was ahead of the game, negotiated the Waikato River settlement, understood that the Waipa River was an important tributary in affecting the aspirations or the end game of what was being achieved in Waikato. Maniapoto was behind the 8 ball and yet to have their settlement determined. But they are absolutely focused on ensuring that the whole of the Waipa catchment will be addressed in a similar manner and determine the nature, the full extent of all the interests along the Waipa River. So you've got a situation where, Raukawa rightly said that they had some interest in the Waikato River and it extended over to some area of Waipa. I believe that that is a matter that will come up in the future, but I wanted to, in good faith, raise it with the House because it's something that we should put our mind to when we start to review the practical effect of how this bill is being implemented. Notwithstanding that, the joint management agreements, I believe, are going to be a real positive opportunity for iwi to participate in the practical implementation of achieving the aspiration of a clean Waikato River because they will enable iwi to participate in the policy and planning processes, the regulatory processes through monitoring of water quality, monitoring of resource consents, but also determining the extent of customary interests, I suspect. How that will manifest itself for each of the iwi, Tuwharetoa, Raukawa and Te Arawa, may be very different, but I think it is an important progression in terms of how iwi see themselves as being a positive contributor to resource management and certainly to the better management of their waterways. Can I say, on the point of joint management agreements, I was very heartened to see actually that Tuwharetoa had led the way on this without a treaty settlement, with the support of the Taupo District Council. And I attended a couple of years ago a ceremony at Waihi, where Taupo District Council had a full and extensive consultation or negotiation with Tuwharetoa, and they basically went down this route. And I believe that if you can try and ensure that councils are working in that kind of manner with iwi, then we're continuing to push iwi at the front end of the resource management processes rather than at the back end and having to object. We're encouraging iwi to be a critical part of deciding how resource consents are administered in their area, monitoring of those consents, and that can only be a good thing.
I call the Honourable